Today, at 91 years old, I climb stairs without support, carry my own groceries, and my muscle mass is better than it was a decade ago. And no, I don't live on chicken breast and egg whites. What saved my muscles came from the plant kingdom, and science is only beginning to understand why. Sarcopenia isn't just about getting older. It's about losing the ability to live. When your body starts consuming its own muscles due to lack of stimulation and proper nutrition, you don't just lose strength. You lose balance, metabolism, immunity, and dignity. Falling becomes a real risk. Depending on others becomes inevitable. Your quality of life plummets. And what does everyone recommend? Red meat, chicken breast, eggs at every meal. But my body could no longer tolerate that amount of animal protein. My digestion became heavy, my inflammation increased, and my test results showed warning signs I couldn't ignore. I needed a different solution, and that's when I realized I had been looking in the wrong place. Write in the comments where you're watching from. I want to know how many people are facing this same challenge and still don't know there's another way. Let's start with what completely changed the game for me: lupin beans. These small yellow legumes may seem insignificant, but they contain 36 grams of protein per 100 grams. To put that into perspective, that's more protein than most meats. And it's not just any protein. It's protein that supports the immune system while nourishing your muscle fibers. I eat lupin beans as a snack between meals 3 times a week, and my muscle recovery visibly accelerated. Second, pumpkin seeds. 30 grams of protein per 100 grams. But the real advantage lies in the minerals. Magnesium relaxes muscle fibers and helps prevent cramps. Iron oxygenates your blood and improves endurance. Zinc regulates hormones and helps maintain strength. I lightly roast these seeds and use them as a topping for salads and soups. 2 tablespoons a day provide more nutrition than many people get in an entire week. Third, golden flaxseed. 29 grams of protein per 100 grams, but here's the secret nobody talks about. Flaxseed also delivers soluble fiber that regulates digestion and omega-3 fatty acids that reduce systemic inflammation. Inflammation is the enemy of muscle growth. When your body is constantly inflamed, it diverts resources that should be used for muscle regeneration. Flaxseed solves 2 problems at the same time. It feeds your muscles and helps cleanse your system. Tell me in the comments, did you already know about the protein power of these 3 foods? Most people have no idea. Now let's talk about tofu, and I know many people turn up their noses at it. But listen to this. 15 grams of protein per 100 grams, and it's a complete protein. That means it contains all the essential amino acids your body cannot produce on its own. You don't need to combine it with anything. Tofu alone delivers the full package. I prepare grilled tofu with natural seasonings 3 times a week, and my lean muscle mass has increased consistently over the last 2 years. Chickpeas, 7.3 grams of protein per 100 grams, but the magic lies in their metabolic versatility. They contain almost all essential amino acids and minerals involved in muscle contraction, protein synthesis, and post-exercise recovery. I make hummus, cook them with vegetables, and add them to soups. This food adapts to any recipe without losing its benefits. Beans. The food Brazilians have eaten since childhood, but rarely appreciate as much as they should. Between 5 and 6.7 grams of protein per 100 grams, depending on the variety. Rich in fiber that feeds your gut microbiome, and B vitamins that help convert protein into usable energy. Muscles only grow when they have energy available. Beans help solve that equation. Quinoa and amaranth, between 13 and 14 grams of protein per 100 grams. They are considered complete proteins because their amino acid profile is comparable to that of eggs. I use quinoa as the foundation of meals 4 times a week. My energy throughout the day stabilized, and my recovery between workouts improved dramatically. Lentils, 9 grams of protein per 100 grams. When you combine lentils with whole grains, You create an amino acid synergy that your body recognizes as high-quality protein. That means maximum absorption and minimal waste. I eat lentils with brown rice twice a week, and that combination consistently supports my muscle mass. Chia seeds, 3.5 grams of protein per tablespoon. Small amount, huge impact. Beyond protein, they provide calcium for your bones, iron for your blood, and zinc for hormonal balance. I add chia to smoothies and morning porridge, oats and whole grain bread, 3 to 4 grams of protein per serving. Alone, that may not seem like much, but when combined with legumes or seeds, they complete the amino acid profile and transform a simple meal into a muscle-rebuilding powerhouse. Now for the secret nobody tells you, it's not just about eating these foods, it's about combining them strategically throughout the day to keep your body in a constant anabolic state. Muscles don't grow only when you exercise. They grow when you provide enough raw materials for regeneration between movement sessions. Write in the comments which of these foods you already eat regularly and which one you plan to start trying this week. My bioimpedance scans show that I regained 4.2 kilograms of lean muscle mass over 18 months. My hand grip strength increased by 37%. My balance improved to the point where I can stand on one leg for more than 20 seconds, something I hadn't done in years. My bone density stabilized. My inflammatory markers decreased. And my quality of life? Incomparable. I no longer need help getting out of a chair. I don't need to hold onto a handrail to climb stairs. I don't need to ask someone to open a bottle or carry a shopping bag. I regained my independence, and that is priceless. And it's not just me. I shared this protocol with people in my community, and the results have been consistent. People in their 70s, 80s, and 90s rebuilding muscle mass, recovering functional strength, and reclaiming independence. Because sarcopenia is not a life sentence. It is a consequence of inadequate nutrition and lack of the right stimulus. If you made it this far, it means you take your longevity seriously. And I want to know, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to maintaining muscle mass? Write it in the comments. Let's build a community of people who refuse to accept the narrative that aging is synonymous with frailty. These 9 foods are available in virtually any grocery store. No expensive supplements, no prescription required, nothing except intention and consistency. Your body has the capacity to regenerate at any age as long as you provide the right resources. At 91 years old, I am living proof that well-used plant protein can rebuild muscle, restore strength, and bring back dignity. Don't accept sarcopenia as an inevitable destiny. Fight for your independence. Your body still has so much more to offer.